Last week I decided to work on the door hinge of my 1973 Dodge Dart. And so I took the door off and I took the hinge off and I rebuilt that hinge and I put some bushings in it and made it all nice and tight again so the door wouldn't sag and it would close really well. And then when I put the hinge back on the car, I thought to myself, I wonder if the spring is any good on there. I wonder if it's still strong. So I grabbed the hinge with my hand and I was going to close it. And then I thought to myself, if that spring closes really quickly and snap shut, it's going to catch your fingers. And then I thought, well, what am I, stupid? I'll get my hand out of the way. So I grabbed the hinge and I went to shut it. And some of you have seen this already. Some of you saw that last week. I got my finger slammed in that door so hard. It ached Saturday night. Like I could hardly go to sleep because every time I rolled over, I banged it. I hit it on the pillow. It just hurt like crazy. A friend of mine said, well, that's one way to learn. You'll never do that again. And I said, well, I wouldn't count on that. Apparently, I'm not that smart. But his comment about that's one way to learn is absolutely true, right? There are lots of ways to learn things. And one of the ways is through experience and pain. You learn some really hard lessons the hard way. And you can go through life doing that. You can go through life just trying things and going through the pain of finding out that they're not the best things to do. Smarter people learn a different way. They learn by taking other people's advice. They learn from the pain that others have gone through. That's sort of what our lesson is about this week. I want to talk to you about a book that we rarely talk about. It's an Old Testament book that should have a lot more attention on it than we usually put on it. The book I'm talking about is the book of Proverbs. In the book of Proverbs, God is trying to save us from a life of painful experiences. He's trying to impart wisdom to us. He's trying to get us to listen. And the question is, are we going to or will we not? This week I want to introduce you to the book of Proverbs. I want to teach you why it's really important. I want to show you what God's trying to do there. And I want to tell you that we need to spend some time contemplating what's in that book. The sermon is called God is Calling, Why the Book of Proverbs is So Important. Really practical lesson, easy to understand. Bring your friends, they'll get a lot out of it. If you're coming to Bible study at 10 o'clock, we're in Acts chapter 13. This starts what we call the first missionary journey, the first journey that Paul and Barnabas take to go out and teach people. And they make an intentional trip to travel through the territory and teach the Word of God. And in doing so, we'll find out why they go. We're going to find out by what power they go. We're going to find out how they do things and how they talk to people. It's going to be really useful for us today. Acts chapter 13 is the chapter we're studying in Bible study. Read ahead, write some notes, bring those to class, share them. That would be great. Hot potluck this Sunday. I'm really looking forward to that. I know we've got some guests here this weekend. I know there's some people away. Whatever happens, it's going to be great. We'll see you there.